So now we pick up the story where Jesus and the 12 disciples are at the Last Supper. Jesus has washed their feet, they've had a meal together, and Jesus is about to give them some very troubling news. This conversation that they're having is about to take a dramatic turn. And, these disciples have been following Jesus around for years. They've seen him perform miracles, they've seen him heal, and what he is about to tell them is very disturbing. Jesus is about to tell these disciples that one of them is unclean, that one of them is going to betray him that very night. Jesus is going to tell Peter that he's going to deny him 3 times before the morning. And then lastly, he's going to tell these disciples that he is about to be handed over to the authorities and that he is going to be killed. And with this news, the disciples are deeply, deeply troubled. And that is what takes us to our text in John 14, 1-7, where Jesus is comforting his disciples after this terrible news. John 14 says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms, and if that were not so, would I have told you that I'm going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, so that you may also be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going." Thomas said to him, "Lord, we don't know where you're going, so how do we know the way?" And Jesus answered, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really know me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him, and you have seen him." Jesus says, "I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life." And church, we do not have to wait to experience Jesus. We can experience him right now. And even if your heart is troubled, even if you're going through a storm right now in your life, just know that Jesus has died to overcome the world, and he is preparing a place for you, a place for me, that we can live with him in eternity. This life that we live here on earth is just temporary. This is a temporary assignment for us. Our life as exiles and sojourners is going to end because he has died and he has overcome the world, and we have a place in heaven with Jesus. And the amazing part is we know the way. That is through the Son. Jesus said, "I am the way to the Father." We know the way. So church, cling to that nourishing vine. Jesus gives us security for tomorrow, and he also gives us satisfaction for today. And we know we are in despair. We know what happens on Friday to Jesus, and that is deeply saddening. But church, we also know what happens a few days from then on Sunday, and that changes everything.